Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday, the 2nd of November. So, as we start the new month, we look at data wise. Well, of course, we've got non farm payrolls coming up in this Friday, but starting the week, well, of course, we've got general election in the US tomorrow, US elections on Tuesday. So today, is it the calm before the storm? We'll see. It may be more movement to safety as we run through the day. Looking at data-wise, we've got little in the way of significant releases. We've got the final manufacturing PMI coming out at 9:30 this morning, which, well, we've seen the flash data. Regardless of what it comes in, if it's missed by a country mile, it's unlikely to move these markets too much either way. Manufacturing PMI in Canada and the USA. So at 3 p.m. So little other than that to move things. Just a normal stuff. So where to then on the euro? This morning, it looks like further downside in terms of shape of the colour here. It's all red. Looking from Friday, it did actually break the lows on Friday and continued slowly south at the moment. My pivots are just needing a little adjustment here on this hourly. Let me just switch them to a daily bar. So there we go. And we'll make this an hourly chart. There we go. So, well, it was a tightish old day in the end on Friday. It looked a lot bigger with this sort of eventual move that occurred, but well, today I would like to see a rally to short into. Whether we'll see that was, I mean, we caught it on Friday, but it got trampled over. But I would still look, and it may be I just need to wait a little bit while today. But I'm still looking for this downward trend. I'm trying to play this downward trend, and so really waiting for retracements there on the euro. Probably the same event here with the pound. The pound managed a little up day there on Friday, but it's gapped down. There's a little gap still probably in play there. It didn't quite close that gap. A daily pivot above, maybe the pound's got the better opportunity of moving towards that pivot. But again, I really want to be on the sell side of these markets, so I will be patient and wait and see if something sets up there for that. Okay, dollar yen. Well, yen. Normally a sign of sale move to safety. Well, this isn't really seeing the safe money coming in at the moment. In fact, the yen's being sold, the dollar doing well here. Continue push up, and it may just be that even the yen isn't safe in safe hands at the moment. It's really started last week with the shove there, and well, has continued since. Weekly pivot not far above, monthly pivot not far above there at 104.93. That may give us a bit of resistance. It's a new pivot, so a new first touch may create something. I've not been trading the yen. It's just too awkward, and often not very much in the way of movement. Aussie dollar. So Aussie dollar. I was just reading that China's sort of putting more pressure on Australia not to push for an international probe on the origins of COVID, and it seems that neither side are really giving in here, and China's just putting more and more pressure on Australia with cutting imports of copper and sugar, apparently. So whilst that's happening, the Aussie dollar, well, it's been looking a bit softer anyway. There is a bit of divergence. I'm just looking at the 4 hourlies here. We've got a bit of divergence kicking off here. Again, we've got weekly pivots above here, and monthly pivots much further above. So there's daily, weekly, and monthly pivots all lined up above. However, in the current circumstances, will we see much of a move up? Well, I'll wait. I'm not really wanting to be on the buy side of any of these markets until probably Wednesday, and then we'll have a good look. But at this juncture, I'm just waiting for any decent retrace to sell into. Canadian dollar, of course, being an exception and waiting for a retrace to buy into, potentially, but more swing wise than anything else as ever with the Canadian dollar. Very choppy towards the end of last week there, not really shaping up into anything. And well, you can see that through onto the hourlies here. The weekly and monthly pivots are below any sell-off of the US dollar. Maybe there'll be targets, but again, my preference at this stage would be to be buying the US dollar as opposed to selling it. Right, that's the majors there. Let's have a quick look at the S&Ps. So managed a bit of a turnaround. I've got a bit of a gap sitting here on the dailies because I've got the cash market on. Let's get the right market. Proper gaps. There we go. It's got rid of the gaps. Thursday tried an up day. Friday doji. I mean, the money will probably roll back into whatever happens. The money may roll back into this, but I'll let the whatever happens first to take shape, because at this stage is nothing nothing on the cards for me apart from maybe wanting to short it at times. But there we go. It's trying its best to hold up. Again, weekly and monthly pivots above there, daily pivots it's just through, but my preference before the news, before the election data and news is known, would probably to be selling to this, but again, it may benefit whoever gets in. Okay, and finally, oil, for those that are following oil. So also yet another quite significant drop down in the opening markets yesterday. Consolidating again at the moment, retracements into sell points even beyond the election here. We've still got obviously the second wave of this COVID and other factors taking shape, and it leaves for uncertainty and probably more downward action. So retracements may be the opportunity to sell into, but at the moment nothing here as it stands. So it's going to be a morning of patience. As I said, little in the way of news out today. We'll just have to see how it comes. Have a great day. Bye for now.